I have really good news. Things are finally working out. Well, two things recently have worked out very well for me. Today I sold my car, which, thank God, I'm so happy about that because I've been trying to sell it now for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I finally got exactly what I wanted for it. I sold it for $900 today, and I'm happy with that price. So that money I made is gonna go towards my vacation. So finally, I don't have to worry about that anymore because I leave in like a week and a half for my trip. So I'll be flying to Mexico on the 5th of August. So um, that's just a huge weight lifted off my shoulders now that I was able to sell my car before I left. Um, I had so many people telling me that I wasn't going to get $900 for it because it's an old car. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see me because it's so dark. It's a 1995 Pontiac, and I've had the car for like a year and a half, and I did use it for, a good amount of time, but at one point I had 3 cars that I was paying insurance on every month, and, car insurance is just a lot, especially where I live in New York, so it just got to be, just a lot. How things are with money. So I eventually took it off my insurance because, I had 2 other cars that I was driving between me and my fiance. And so this car, the only thing that was wrong with it was the brake pump. I needed to replace the brake pump, which I believe would have cost me like maybe $400 or 300, 400. Honestly, I don't know, maybe more, but the car was driving really well up until the brakes started to go out, and we thought that, we just needed new brake pads, but after we replaced the brake pads, it still was having problems. So from what I understood, it just, needed a new brake pump. So it was just sitting for so long, and because I hadn't replaced it, um, I just said, let me sell it because I didn't have the extra income to just drop 400 or more dollars to fix it. So I was like, let me just sell it because it just doesn't make sense that it's been sitting here for so long. So I ended up putting it on Facebook Marketplace, and within like the first week, I got like so many offers. I had like over 20 messages, people offering me different prices, people saying, when can I come see it? Is it still available? People trying to lowball me and being like, will you take 400? Will you take 500? I'll come pick it up tonight. I have $300. You know how it works. So I had so many people message me, and I was just so overwhelmed that I actually didn't even respond to like anybody for like days. And I was just like, oh my God, what am I doing? Why did I just it was a lot. So I just didn't respond to people. And then by the time I started responding, it was like, so many people were just like, oh, I'll come see it. And then they didn't come see it. Or people just were trying to, offer me a low price for it, which I wasn't trying to basically give my car away because I know it's a good car. I mean, the car didn't even have 100,000 miles on it. It had about 93,000 miles when I sold it, which is pretty good because I'm only the second owner, and the person that had it before me was elderly, so they really didn't drive it a lot. So even though it was an old car, it really was like a solid car. The inside was nice, solid. The radio worked, the air conditioning worked, the heat worked, like the chargers and everything worked. Like literally, I think the only problem was the brake pump, which is why I think, I was able to sell it for $900 because I had bought it originally for $1,200 like a year and a half ago. So I really, the fact that I was able to sell it for $900, I really don't feel like I lost any money because, I only sold it for $300 less than I bought it for, and I had it for over a year. And obviously the brake pump needed to be replaced. So yeah, I had somebody come look at it yesterday. I had 2 people look at it, and the second person bought it. So I had somebody come look at it yesterday. And he was like, oh, I don't know. He's like, I'll have to text you and let you know if I still want it. He's like, he was asking me if I was negotiable because I had originally, posted the car for 900, and he's like, oh, I was going to offer 700. And so I thought about it for a little bit, and I was like, well, how about we do 750? Because at first I was like, I won't sell it for less than 800. So I was like, how about 750? And he's like, no, I'll text you and let you know if I want it. So anyway, I'm just so glad that didn't work out yesterday because today I had somebody give me the full 900 for it. So God's blessing. And then I also wanted to talk about how my mom was like telling me like, oh, you're only gonna get $500 for that car. Like I had a couple people tell me they're like, to my mom and my sisters, they're like, oh, you're not gonna get a lot of money for that car because it's old and like, you could just sell it for 500, give it away for 600, whatever. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna just give my car away when I know it's a good car. So I'm glad, I was like, I stuck it out and I got what I thought what the car was worth. I didn't get lowballed. So my fiance was the one that handled everything, and he was like, well, the second the guy came to look at the car, he put something in, to check if there's any codes on the car. He started the car up, and then he's like, I'll go to the bank and get the money for you. Like it was just like that, like quick and easy. And then we thought maybe he wasn't gonna come back, but then half an hour later he calls us and he's like, well, how about time with the money? And I'm like, look at that. Finally something's going right. So between that and then also good news, my passport came super early, which I'm so happy about because when I put the order, when I renewed my passport, I renewed it so late and I didn't even pay the extra fee to have it like shipped quicker, like the extra $60. I refused to pay it, so I paid $130 for regular processing time, and it came like so early and so quick. So I'm just so happy about that. Two things I'm just so thankful about. Finally, things are kind of going right in terms of those two things. Just praise God for that. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to give the good news. I finally sold my car, even though, I was kind of dragging my feet with that. Everything worked out. So yeah, I have my vacation coming up. Hopefully I get to buy some clothes before my vacation. I can put my Shein order in and have some, a couple fresh outfits for my trip. And then I don't know if I'm going to get my hair done because honestly, I don't even know if I have money to get my hair done and all that. So I might just like bring a wig with me and just wig it out for the trip. So we'll see. But anyways, it's late. I'm about to go to bed, but finally something good, some good news, right? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.